From fake poo, children can mold into various shapes, to World Trade Center toys and racist Barbies. We count 20 of the most shocking children's toys ever made. Number 20. Poodoo. When you're 7 years old, playing with fecal matter has a level of comedy that often baffles adults, well, mostly mothers. Kids can now use the dark brown modeling compound to mold their own replica poop. No longer will the kids have to play with their own. And if you're feeling creative, you could even mold corn pieces into it to give it that extra realistic look. This apparently was one of the best sellers in 2013. Number 19. Ranover Cat Toy. Roadkill is a novel designer toy boutique creating original toy characters. They make toys with a twist, and they all have one thing in common. They've all been run over, and they call it Squash Plush. There really isn't much else to say about this one apart from it's a dead toy cat with its guts hanging out, which is pretty sad really. You would hope not too many of these are bought for young children, but it looks like they're selling fast. Number 18. Dora Aquapet. No one saw the design of this one and thought a dildo-shaped Dora the Explorer toy might not be the best idea. It takes most people approximately 1 second to notice the inappropriate shape. How then did the entire company not see this? They also managed to do the same thing with the SpongeBob characters without realizing. Number 17. The Breast Milk Baby. This $60 doll lets girls as young as 2 breastfeed and sparked outrage among mums as it went on sale for Christmas a few years back. Apparently, the Breast Milk Baby doll makes suckling sounds when put to the flower nipples and needs to be winded afterwards. Backlash from concerned mothers labeled it as weird and creepy. Number 16. E.T. Fingerlight. Hulk hands are totally cool, but this E.T. finger is definitely not. And most parents know why. It's because this wrinkly old finger looks more like a prop from an adult movie. It's no wonder they eventually switched to a whole hand version of this toy in later incarnations. Apparently parents didn't feel comfortable with their children playing with toys shaped like this. Number 15. Inflatable Titanic Slide. Leave it up to China to come up with something like this. This isn't disrespectful in the slightest. That's right, there are people out there who will gladly cash out on reenacting the dramatic sinking of the Titanic in a totally fun way. The inflatable Titanic slide was very popular with the visitors at the local fair from the pictures above, but it ended up being banned following complaints from Switzerland's Titanic Club. Number 14. Barbie antenna. Here's something that should be a rule for all toy makers. Don't make poop or toys related to poop. With this toy, you can teach your daughter all about dogs and their doo-doos from a young age, and how their waste needs cleaning. The Barbie actually included a pooper scooper, as you can see in this picture. But no one really wants to play let's clean the dog's dump off the street as a young kid. Number 13. Toy Pedo. As you can see from the packaging, the Toy Pedo is a hand-launched projectile meant to be inserted into young boys' mouths that can travel up to 40 feet. Parents all over America were complaining that this toy was somewhat sexual. The company that made it thought it was the fact that it had the word pedo on it. It was shaped similar to a penis, and on the box it read, "To be fired from children's mouths." It was suggested that the parents were just reading into it a bit too much. Number 12. Snack Time Cabbage Patch Kids. In the 1980s, Cabbage Patch Kids were all the rage, and nearly every girl had one. These particular dolls came with plastic food you could feed into their mouths. But the dolls had an appetite for children's fingers and hair too. And without an off switch, there were reports of kids who had their fingers caught in the doll's mouth. Parents were shocked that the company would make such a product. Number 11. Pee and Poo Plush Dolls. If you're looking for the easiest market to corner, it's probably Toilet Creation Plush Dolls. This is a great way of teaching your kid that urine is a fun toy and should be played with as often as possible. They are most likely an instant conversation starter when people first see them, or a great gift for anyone with a sense of humor. Number 10. Childbirth Barbie. Apparently, it's never too early to start thinking about children. Since 1959, Barbie has been inspiring young girls around the world. Although this time, parents seem to think Mattel went too far. The Childbirth Barbie features a detachable magnetic stomach that allows for easy birth, and the curled-up baby pops out when the belly is opened, which shows young girls just how easy pregnancy and labor really is. Number 9. Milky, the Marvelous Milking Cow. What's better than grabbing a nice cold glass of milk from the fridge? Apparently, milking it from your own toy cow. Believe it or not, this toy allowed kids to milk the udders of a fake cow for hours on end. You can only imagine just how much fun the kids had in the late 1970s. You cranked the cow's tail to make it drink water, and when it was done, it raised its head and moved. Then you milked it. It also came with little white tablets to make the water white, and a trough, milking bucket, and also a bell. Number 8. Vibrating Nimbus 2000. This seems innocent enough. It's just a replica Harry Potter Quidditch broom. Where's the harm in that, right? Well, some people seem to think it's the vibrating feature that makes this product questionable. Parents who bought the broom as a gift for their children opted to leave the batteries out. And on the other hand, one innovative, if not little disturbing, Amazon reviewer transformed the broom into an actual sex toy for his girlfriend. Number 7. Lego Concentration Camp. This piece was never actually released to the public, and it never went on sale. Instead, they say it's a work of art. In 1996, a Polish artist was given the Lego bricks used in this model for free from the Lego Corporation itself. Lego threatened to sue the artist, but the lawsuit was later dropped. And in 2012, the Lego artwork sold for $71,000 US. Number 6. The cover kick. Basically, the cover kick is Russian roulette for kids. Well, in this case, a Japanese roulette, as it comes from Japan. Children point the gun at their own head and pull the trigger. Although instead of bullets, a pair of feet kick out from the barrel, which are shaped like a pink hippo. And if the gun doesn't fire, the player earns a point. Somehow parents didn't think this toy was a good idea. Number 5. Baby's first baby. I guess the creator of this toy is trying to make some sort of statement, but whatever the purpose, the end result is a pregnant baby. For even more realism, the doll has stretch marks, and believe it or not, the water actually breaks. And for the same price, you can get double the fun with pregnancy twins, each pregnant with their very own set of pregnant twins. Number 4. World Trade Center airplane toy. In 2004, a company called Lisp Corp purchased a large quantity of small toys to insert into bags of candy as a toy surprise. The company ordered the toy from an import group, and they didn't know what they had until it was too late. The toys clearly depict a plane between two skyscrapers. And these toys were no coincidence either, as they were clearly labeled with the product number 9011. And when the customers complained, the candy and toys were taken off the shelves. Number 3. Black Oreo Fun Barbie. In 1997, Mattel teamed up with another company to release the Oreo Fun Barbie. Somehow, no one at either company was aware the term Oreo is an offensive and widely politically incorrect term used to describe a black person who acts like they're white. So when the dark-skinned version of the Oreo Fun Barbie hit store shelves, there was quite an outcry. The white version of the Barbie can be purchased for just a few dollars, but the black version sells as high as $100 because Mattel recalled the unsold stock of the doll. Number 2. You can shave the baby. What better way of spending quality time with your children than with a fake baby you can shave? First of all, yes, this was a real toy. A doll your young child can shave pubic hair from. And second, what human child actually produces that much body hair? It looks like some sort of human gorilla that should have been destroyed in the lab and not played with by your nieces and nephews. Number 1. Straitjacket and Cage. Ad agency from Brazil created a line of toys for badly behaved kids, which were for an episode of the reality TV show Super Nanny. These control toys, which included the lovely straitjacket and the funny cage, were placed on toy shelves in Brazil to capture the attention of parents. The back of the boxes read, "There are better ways to discipline your child. Just watch Super Nanny."